kind of company.
Tonight on CTV3 News, Andre Perez remains on leave of absence. Attorney General Anthony Sylvester says it will take 1 more month to conclude the investigation against him. National Service Day commemorates the legendary service of the Father of the Nation to Belize. Rotary Club of Orange Walk awards a partial scholarship to 26 high school students. And Muffles College prepares to celebrate 70 years of existence. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Tuesday, September 19th, 2023.
That'll be $50. Thank you. Wait, hey, this 50 is a fake.
How do you know it's a fake?
What are you talking about, sir? How can I identify a genuine note from a fake note?
Well, a genuine 50 has a watermark with the jaguar and the written words of the 50, also a thread.
Know your money and know a fake one when you see it. Do not rely on any one security feature. Look for the clarity and quality of printing. The printed lines and colors should be sharp and clear. Feel the quality of the paper and the raised print. Hold the note up to the light to see the windowed security thread. It should form one complete line when held up to the light. The watermark and denominational electrotype. The Jaguar is the watermark in the $100 and $50 notes. The Sleeping Giant is the watermark in the $20, $10, $5, and $2 notes. The see-through feature. The parts of the design printed on the back should fit exactly within the unprinted areas of the front to form the complete design. Check the $100 note for the toucan hologram with the periwinkle flower overprint. Tilt it to see the small images of the toucan and the numeral 100. Check the $50 note for the green foil angelfish. Check even closer. Use an ultraviolet light to see the fluorescent features. Use a magnifier to see the microlettering. Tiny letters that read Central Bank of Belize and the value of the note. Stop the circulation of counterfeit Belize currency notes. Pass all counterfeits to the police at once. It is a criminal offense to hold or use a counterfeit. Be safe. Be sure. Know your money.
Good evening with your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Belize Rural South Area Representative Andre Perez remains on a leave of absence as an investigation into a sex scandal involving the cabinet minister is currently being carried out. On August 21st, Prime Minister John Briceño accepted a request from Minister Perez and granted permission for him to take time off from work amid public outrage over an alleged inappropriate relationship he had with a resident of Keycocker. When the scandal broke last month, the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs was tasked with investigating the matter and advising the PM on whether there was any actionable wrongdoing. In an interview with the media today, the AG gave an update on that review, which he says is expected to conclude within a time frame of 2 months.
I would not be able to provide an update. Suffice it to say that it is ongoing, but we do appreciate that it has to be done in a very timely manner, and so that is taken into account, and it will be done within a timely manner.
A month has elapsed.
A month, a reasonably timely manner.
What do you consider timely?
I would regard as timely, perhaps a 2-month time frame.
Sir, have you all gotten to speak with Ms. Agzalu, with Mr. Perez?
I can't go into what has or have not been done. As you know, and I should have prefaced that my response by saying this. Whilst there is a talk about an investigation, quite properly, the only police really, engaging in investigation. It's more like a review, a legal review of the matter and the circumstances.
Are you legally reviewing text messages or sext messages as the case may be?
I cannot at this point go into what is being reviewed, but suffice it to say there is a review of the and of course it will be appreciated that within this context a review would have to be conducted within what should perhaps be regarded as an appropriate code of conduct. We don't have that.
Well, it is stated in the Constitution,
yes,
though.
It is.
A code of conduct for cabinet ministers.
It is.
That you should not bring your office into disrepute.
Well, in the Constitution, yes. The Constitution speaks to, yes, that certain conduct, and it also applies to public officers. But as I said, investigation the review, is ongoing, and I can say that within 2 months that there should be a report that is provided to the Prime Minister.
26 high school students from various institutions in the Orange Walk district were today awarded with partial scholarships by the Rotary Club of Orange Walk. This is done annually through the club's financial aid grant program, which has been ongoing for over 2 decades. In an effort to aid parents with the burden of hefty school fees, particularly during these hard economic times, the Rotary Club has committed to offer financial assistance to high schoolers every year. The grants are geared at covering tuition fees and other necessities and are granted to high school students who are performing well academically and who are also in financial need.
This year we had 40 applicants and we wanted to assist all the students. However, with the budget that we have, we selected 26 students to assist. So here today, we are asking them to commit to certain agreements. For example, we're telling them that they need to have a passing grade in order to qualify for further grant next year. Additionally, Rotary is about service, and so we are asking the students to add 10 hours of additional service to their already existing quota that they have in their high schools. And so this is community service that they need to do outside of school and outside of their home. So it should be really community service. In each grant, each student is receiving $325. All of these funds come from the fundraising activities that we have with the community. Additionally, the community sponsors certain activities that we do. For example, when we have the raffles, like last year we had the raffle of the motorcycle. We got a very good price from the dealer, and so we were able to make a decent profit, which we are now investing in the students. So all the monies that Rotarians make from fundraising activities or from their sponsors, donors, goes right back into the community service. For example, this student financial aid. We are currently working with the Orange Walk Town Council to refurbish the Louisiana Nature Park, and we recently installed some garbage dumps around town. So the Rotary Club is working, and we encourage the community to continue assisting us in this work.
The grants, according to one of this year's recipients, will go a long way in helping him to complete the final step in his high school education.
I guess it's an honor to be here with all of you. It's an honor to have this certificate, which can help us improve in our academic year. Even though it's the first time, you can reapply and have more help. Even though it's last year for me, but it has been a great help. It has been something that can help anybody and anybody in need. It's not a shame to ask for help, even though I'm ashamed of sometimes asking for help, but it's something good to do. And thanks for the Rotarians who are always helping us.
And in the words of one of the parents of a scholarship recipient today, while it may seem insignificant, this assistance provides a major boost for each student and their family.
Personally, and I know that every parent is very thankful, even if it seems a little bit, this amount carries us a long way. We know it's very hard times we are going through, and we know that it is beneficial for our students, for our daughters, for our sons. So as parents, we should encourage them to study harder, to do their work. If they tell you, I don't have any homework, even if they're 15, 16, in third, fourth, search their bags and see if they have any work. And students, don't lie. Just give your best, do your best. Be on the honor roll. Make your parents proud. Make the Rotarians, make Mr. Moreno, Mr. Pacheco. He will say, these are the students I help, we help. And they will be so proud of each one of you.
And keeping up with their mandate of assisting the community, Rotary President Javier Moreno believes that it is important to continue to ensure that the future leaders of our society are equipped with the necessary tools to build our nation.
For Rotary International, Rotary clubs across the world celebrate Literacy Month in September, because literacy and basic education is one of our main focus. It's one of our main focuses as a Rotarian. That's one. Two, as a career educator myself, I mean, what a better opportunity to tell you that you are here because you have the right objective, education. And I must tell you that with us giving you this assistance, not only are we giving you just an assistance to educate yourself, but we are equipping you with a tool that no one can take away from you. A tool that no one, they can't borrow it. It's not like a screwdriver, right? But I must say this, that unless you use that tool properly, you will not be able to open yourselves opportunities in the future to be a better and productive citizen. So we see this as an opportunity to empower you with the tool, so as you pursue education, you're equipped with the knowledge, the skills, the values, with better character, so that you become a better citizen of this community and of this country.
The recipients of the grants are expected to keep their grades up in order to qualify for the grants next year. The nation we now call Belize took a long route before achieving its independence from Britain. While it is considered a small country, it is one of Central America's richest sites. The road to sovereignty was met with struggles, determination, and lots of negotiations. The history of the independence of Belize is closely knitted to its colonial past. However, 42 years later, Belize remains strong and faithful to its people. Today we had invited guests on Despierta Belize, and they reminisced the old good days dating back to September 21st, 1981, when the father of the nation, the Right Honorable George Price, was a key figure in Belizean politics and would play a significant role in the country's journey to independence.
I am very, very, very pleased and happy to have lived the beginning of the new birth of Belize on the 21st of September 1981. I was very young. I remember the preparation that we did before the 21st, all the preparations from years behind. Because I got involved in the group formation of Orange Walk, preparing for independence with Mr. George Price. From very young, at the age of 12, 13, I was there with Mr. Price at the old Queen Elizabeth Park, where the people used to get together. Right? And so we started preparing the people and so on. And so much so that all the developments that took place, because at the beginning, we used to look for the 10th of September. I remember that. I was a young teacher, the 10th of September. But then afterwards came National Day, 10th of September also.
Okay.
To give more importance to the coming of the independence of Belize. So that on the 21st of September 1981, Belize becomes independent. And I thank you very much, God, for giving me that opportunity to have lived that moment. When the flag, the new Belizean flag, the blue, white, and red, no, red, white, and blue, please. The blue, white, and red was hoisted up in front of the Town Hall at that time. And the Union Jack, the red, white, and blue, was lowered. Okay. And I was out there in my scout uniform as the scout leader of the Orange Walk Boy Scouts at that time. And I had a group there, a whole troop, and we made a parade there right in front of the flag to show respect. So the boys were there, of course, beside the police at that time, the police at that time. And it was a great moment when it was said, Viva Belize, our new independent state. And I personally, and I think a lot of us felt good at that time, that we became Belizeans that day, right? Officially Belizeans, because we could have become, Belize became Belize around 1973, 1st of June, somewhere around there. But the Belizeans themselves, because in our passport, when they asked citizenship, our name was marked as British subjects.
Okay.
Very humiliating. British subject. You know what subject means? Like slave.
Right.
British subject. But 1981, 24th September, we become Belizeños, we become Belizeans. Belizeans, right? When we change our passport from the old British passport to the new Belize passport, we mark citizenship, Belizean.
He died on September 19, 2011. That is 12 years since his passing. Coming up next, a wreath is laid in honor of the father of the nation. Stay tuned.
Buenos días. 2 boletos para Kikaka, por favor. ¿Ida y vuelta?
54. Este dinero es falso.
¿Falso?
Sí, este billete es falso.
¿Y por qué es falso?
Porque un verdadero billete de $50 tiene una marca de agua en la forma de un jaguar con la marca de agua y electrotipia de denominación y un hilo de seguridad.
Conozca su dinero. Reconozca el billete falso al verlo. No se confíe en solo una de las características de seguridad. Busque la claridad y calidad de la impresión. Las líneas y el color impresos deben ser nítidas y claras. Sienta la calidad del papel y de la impresión levantada. Ponga el billete a la luz y observe. El hilo de seguridad avantanillada debe formar una línea completa cuando se pone a la luz. La marca de agua y la electrotipia de denominación, el Jaguar, es la marca de agua en los billetes de $100 y $50. El gigante dormido es la marca de agua en los billetes de 20, 10, 5 y 2 dólares. El registro perfecto. Las partes del diseño impreso en la parte posterior deben caber exactamente dentro de las áreas sin imprimir en el frente del billete para formar el diseño completo. Revise los billetes de 100 dólares para saber si está el holograma del tucán con la impresión sobrepuesta de la flor de vinca per vinca. Inclínelo para ver las imágenes pequeñas del tucán y el numeral 100. Revise los billetes de 50 dólares para saber si está la imagen del pez ángel en color verde plateado. Mira más cerca. Utilice luz ultravioleta para ver los elementos fluorescentes. Utilice una lupa para ver las letras más pequeñas que leen Central Bank of Belize y el valor del billete. Detenga la circulación de los billetes beliceños falsos. Pasa todas las falsificaciones a la policía inmediatamente. Es una ofensa criminal guardar o utilizar falsificaciones. Esté a salvo, esté seguro, conozca su dinero.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
La Asunción's Radio Diagnostics is a radiology service that we provide. It entails the services of ultrasound, X-ray, mammogram, and then we incorporated the laboratory services also. So we are actually in the business of images and laboratory. Soon after graduation, and I came back to Belize, I spent about 15 years in the public service. And that was one of my dreams, to have my own clinic where I can provide and help people. And now NHI that is on board, I mean, that just facilitated everything and speeded up everything that I intended to do in my whole career, to be open and to be accessible to all walks of life people. All right. So I would say that yes, indeed, the NHI is going to serve its purpose, and it's going to be great for the people. They will have access to quality health service. The NHI, to me, was indeed a good venture, and that's the reason I decided, along with the whole staff here, to join, because it's going to benefit the Belizean society at large, and it will bring the medical services to the less privileged people, quality service. It has been proven worldwide that prevention is better than cure. So if we can detect conditions at an early stage and start to treat it, for example, patients with diabetes, hypertension, which is one of the main causes of death in Belize, then we can avoid these complications at an early stage, and then we are not going to burden the expenses on the Ministry of Health, all right, by having patients in the intensive care unit.
All through the month of September, Muffles College High School is celebrating 70 years of existence. Since it first opened its doors in 1953, the educational institution has been offering quality education to its student populace. Today, as the Mercy High School celebrates a milestone, 2 of the first students who enrolled at the institution appeared on our Despierta Belize morning show. One of them, Armando Valdez, became a teacher at the high school, and so did Belisario Carballo, who soon after was named the principal of the institution. Today, he shared with us some of his greatest memories at MCHS.
The beginning of Muffles was on July 1st, 1953.
Okay.
Because in those days, the school year began first week of July and ended end of April. So May and June are holiday. Right. So
Alright.
1st of July, Muffles opened where the sisters, Palatine sister live today. It was the priest used to live upstairs, and downstairs was a garage and storeroom. So a section of that storeroom was cleaned out, and we started there, right on the ground floor.
Right.
When we come out in the evening, our feet would be like we are wearing socks with the white marl. Yes, and it was, first it began as a branch of St. John's College, because a lot of our students, were doing well in the entrance exam, but they could not afford to go to Belicity. And so Father Knapp was the superior of the Jesuits at the time, decided to open a high school here.
Okay.
It was opened the same day with Lynham Agricultural College in the Griga, in Stan Creek. Right. So we started 21 boys, since St. John's is an all-boys school. Among those boys, I was one of them.
Right.
Those days, we had to went to school with whatever we had, a shirt or a T-shirt or sandals or slippers or short pants, long pants, whatever you were.
So there was no uniform.
There was no uniform.
Specific attire.
No, you went with whatever you had.
Right.
Right. So we started there. Then a building was that belonged to Ms. Gonzalez, which is across where the school uses as a parking lot. Well, they had a basketball court. It was crossed over there. Half of the building was the classroom, since it was only one class, and the back of the building was the living quarters of the teacher. It was a one-teacher high school. Mr. Eugene Hernandez, who had just graduated from St. John's College, became the first teacher there, and assistant.
Right.
So he, in those days, it was hard to go to school. So what happened is that people started as pupil teachers in the school. So Mr. Hernandez was already a first-class teacher when he went to high school.
And to celebrate the momentous occasion, the school has a lineup of activities prepared for the student body, faculty, and even the community.
We're going to be having several activities, and we're really excited about it. Tomorrow, we start with the symposium, where we're going to be inviting several graduates of each class from when we started. So we're going to have about 62 people coming. And we also include the faculty and staff, because we have about 60% who are currently at Muffles, who are graduates of Muffles College. And we're going to be having different students, one student from each level, to speak about the theme of what we're celebrating, which is a proactive, innovative Morrissey School of Excellence, and that's for the symposium tomorrow. Then on Friday, we're going to be celebrating Mercy Day. And on Mercy Day, we're going to be having a Mass. We're going to be starting with Mass, and it's only adequate that we, give thanks and praise, since we are a Mercy institution, and we try to inculcate in our students, that about God, that about sharing, caring, and that's what we do on Mercy Day. We have Mass, and then we, as a class, we go out to the community, and we would visit the elderly, we visit the sick, we would take groceries, we would take do a prayer service, to give a little company to these people who really look forward to Mercy Day. They really look forward to Muffled students coming to visit them. And we not only do this on Mercy Day, but we also do this for religion classes. Every cycle, students go out to the community. I'm sure that a lot of the Orange Kenyans have seen students walk, with their bags of canned items, and that's what we do. And we're going to be doing that on Friday. Then on Sunday, we're going to be having our run. Now, this is going to be a run for scholarship. We want to provide some scholarship for our students. So we are inviting our the public to come and support this cause. It's going to be a 5K and a 10K run. Okay. The 5K will be for students, and the 10K will be for the public. And we're going to be having 4 categories. We're going to be having the male and female for the public, and the male and female first students. And we're going to be having top 5, where the first place winner will receive cash and the other 4 will be receiving medals, similar for the students as well. You can go to Muffle's Facebook page and you will see the link. You can click on the link and you're going to be getting a confirmation with the banking information, and that's going to be for Sunday. So we're inviting the public to come and support. Even if you're not a runner, it's just the cause that you're supporting. It's $25 for adults and $5 for students.
As Mercy Institution, every Friday, the school hosts a day of prayer. Today marks the 12th year since the death of the nation's father, the Right Honorable George Caleb Price. The date is set aside as National Service Day to commemorate his legendary service to Belize. Every year, dignitaries of the People's United Party, PUP, gather at his grave for a ceremony to commemorate his life and contributions to Belize, and this year was no exception. This morning, members of Parliament, dignitaries, students, and members of the public joined the Price family at the event to pay their respects, celebrating the national hero's historic contributions to Belize. The media spoke to Attorney General, that is, Anthony Sylvester, about the occasion.
Phenomenal impact on all of us, and on a day like today, being on the eve of independence, we recall, many of his teachings and his principles that he ascribed to, and one of them is that a good Belizean citizen, as some of the speakers spoke to about this morning. And so I think that's quite relevant and it's quite timely, as the Deputy Prime Minister spoke to us a while ago, given the type of world that we're living in and the type of society. It's important that we have something that anchors us and that grounds us and remind us what we are as Belizeans and what we should be all striving towards, and the life and the work of the Right Honorable Judge Price does that, and it's indeed, a very, very important part of the national September celebrations to have this event. And so for me, it is indeed quite fitting, and I relish and I cherish and value this ceremony and indeed his legacy and the impact that he made in all our lives and all Belizeans.
Was born on January 15, 1919 in British Honduras, Belize, to William and Irene Price née Escalante. By the age of 16, Price had aspirations to become a Jesuit priest and continued his education at Jesuit Minor Seminary at St. Augustine, Missouri, USA, and thereafter at the Major Seminary in Guatemala City. In 1947, Price won his first election at the Belize City Council Board, and on September 29, 1950, he co-founded the People's United Party along with John Smith, Lee Richardson, Nicholas Pollard, and Philip Golson. Price led the PUP for 4 decades and was devoted to obtain Belize's political and economic independence. Price was elected to the colony's Legislative Council in 1954. He also served as a mayor of Belize City from 1956 to 1962. From 1961, Price held the position as the first minister and led the team that began negotiations over independence with Great Britain. He maintained that post as premier in 1964. Price led the struggle in the fight for adult suffrage, self-government, and independence. On September 21, 1981, Belize gained its independence, and Price served as the country's first prime minister and foreign minister until 1984, and when he won again in 1989 and served until 1993. Price became the first person to receive Belize's highest honor, the Order of National Hero, for the prominent role he played in leading the country to independence. He also received the Order of the Caribbean Community, the Jose Marti Award, Cuba's highest award by President Fidel Castro, and the Order of the Caribbean Community. He is recognized as the father of the nation because of his lifelong contributions to Belize and as the leader of the peaceful, constructive Belizean Revolution. In an effort to advance sustainable practices and combat the global plastic waste crisis, delegates from Belize, Honduras, and Cuba have convened in Matanzas, Cuba for a pivotal training workshop on knowledge and technology transfer in the management and reuse of plastic waste. This initiative was spotlighted by the Cuban news agency ACN and results from the endeavors of the non-agricultural cooperative CNA Address, renowned for its innovative eco-wood product. Pedro Rafael Pretel, representing the United Nations Small Grants Program, emphasized the significance of the workshop for fostering South cooperation. He praised Cuba's eagerness to disseminate its expertise and highlighted the keen interest shown by Belize and Honduras to integrate plastic reuse technology within their territories. The workshop's central objective is to share insights about plastic reuse technology. During the sessions, attendees will explore various aspects of plastic recycling, focusing particularly on its transformation into eco-wood. This product stands out as a 100% ecological, sustainable, and resilient material crafted from recycled plastics, underscoring the potential of turning waste into a valuable resource. ITRES, established in 2014, has amassed a vast experience in producing, reproducing, and marketing a diverse array of products, ranging from decorative items to utilitarian goods crafted from various materials. Their expertise extends to textiles, screen printing, blacksmithing, foundry, and carpentry. Additionally, ITRES offers a gamut of services encompassing assembly, maintenance, repair, restoration, and decoration. As nations grapple with escalating environmental concerns, collaborative initiatives like this workshop are crucial in paving the way for sustainable solutions. Belize at 42 has grown immensely under the present administration. Economic and infrastructure position continues to flourish. As the economy continues to develop, roads continue to improve. However, they have witnessed a number of traffic fatalities. Tonight, as Belizeans prepare to celebrate another year of independence, the Ministry of Economic Development and the Second Road Safety Project Execution Unit is asking everyone to do so responsibly and safely. Even though our road infrastructure in many parts of the country is much improved and will afford drivers a better travel experience, the ministry is saying that we must refrain from being tempted to speed. Traditionally, many people travel to Orange Walk to watch the carnival. If you have plans to reach your destination at a pre-arranged time, leave early and allow sufficient time for the possible short delays at checkpoints. Exercise patience and extend courtesy to other road users. Motorcycle riders are reminded that they should also exercise extreme caution and ensure proper helmets are worn. Before overtaking, look ahead and behind you and do not overtake on the wrong hand side of the road. For this independence celebration, let's all help to contribute to a zero traffic incident. Guatemala has appointed a new ambassador to Belize in the person of Carlos Alberto Reyes. In a formal ceremony at the Belize House, His Excellency Carlos Alberto Reyes Garcia was officially introduced as Guatemala's new ambassador to Belize on September 17th. He presented his credentials to Belize's Governor General, Her Excellency Froila Zalam. Reyes Garcia succeeds His Excellency Erwin Rudy Archia Faya, who served in the position for 2 years. Notably, even before this formal introduction, the new ambassador had already commenced his diplomatic duties several weeks prior. He has been actively engaged with other members of the diplomatic corps. Among his recent interactions was a notable meeting with the ambassador of Taiwan on September 5th. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Wednesday, September 28th, here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3blizznews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3 Belize News or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.